this point, we've logged into our switch, and we're looking at the show VLAN command to show that there are no VLANs present besides the default VLAN 1. We'll now go ahead and transfer control to the HTTP interface. We'll log in using the username of admin and the password of password. We'll now go to the switching section and go down to the VLAN. At this point in time, we'll go to VLAN membership. Notice all the ports, once again in the GUI interface, are in VLAN 1. We'll then go to the Add button, and we'll start adding our VLANs. We'll start with VLAN 101, and we'll go ahead and set this one up for marketing, and we'll apply changes. And we'll now do the same thing for VLAN 102. We'll assign this one the VLAN name engineering. And then finally, after applying changes for VLAN 102, we'll now set up VLAN 310, and this will be for all of our client systems. We'll name it clients. Once we set up our 3 VLANs, we'll now go back to the VLAN membership page, and then we'll go to port settings. We'll go ahead and pick port 20. Set up port 20 for general mode. This will be our ports between the switch. And we'll set up the frame type for admit all frames. Once we apply changes, we will now go to show all and see that none of the ports have been set up for VLANs as of yet, just like we did when we issued the show VLANs command. We'll now go back to VLAN membership. We'll pick VLAN 101 for marketing, and we will choose port 1 as untagged and port 20 as tagged, and we'll go to apply the changes. We'll then go to VLAN 102, our engineering VLAN, and we will pick port 2 as untagged and port 20 as tagged. And then finally, we'll go to VLAN 310, where we'll be picking ports 3 through 16 as untagged. And then we'll pick, once again, port 20 as tagged. So as you can see on all of these VLANs, 102, 101, and 310, we have chosen our client ports, or our ports for access mode, and then we've picked the port 20 for all of those VLANs to traverse. We're also going to VLAN 1, and we're removing port 20 from VLAN 1. This means that VLAN 1 cannot traverse the general port between switches. We're now going to set up GVRP so that we can dynamically advertise what VLANs are on this switch to any other switches that want to accept this VLAN advertisement. I'm now going to set up editing for ports 1 through 16 and port 20. And then we're going to go over, starting with port 20, we're going to enable GVRP. Once we're finished enabling GVRP on all the ports, we'll then go ahead and apply changes. Once we've done that, we'll then go ahead and go back to our command line session, run another show VLAN, and show that now we have ports 1 and 20 in VLAN 101, ports 2 and 20 in VLAN 102, and ports 3 through 16 and port 20 in VLAN 310.